Hello, welcome to Bob's Dungeon. My name's Bob, I'll be your host. Most people that are into role playing games have probably heard of the OSR movement. And if you haven't, what that means is old school roleplay or old school resurrection. And in that, different game companies have taken the old basic Dungeons and Dragons rules, first edition, second edition, and under the open gaming license have made their own games using those rules. One person even used the first edition rules for Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay to make a game called Zweihander. But we're not going to talk about that in this video. What we are going to talk about in this video is Lamentations of the Flame Princess Weird Fantasy Roleplay. This book has 167 pages and a copyright of 2013. This is the sixth printing of this book, so it has a copyright of 2018. The book was published by its creator, James Edward Raggy IV. The artwork in this book is all in black and white except for some color inserts in the middle of the book. And all the artwork in this book is pretty good, so let's go ahead and look at that artwork. Most of the artwork in this book is in black and white. There are several full-page pictures throughout the book. However, most are small pictures. There is an insert of color photos in the middle of the book. All of the color photos are nothing but gorgeous to look at. All of the pictures in this book go a long way to setting the tone for this game. And I have included a picture of my new favorite elf character. What you'll need to play this game is a copy of this book, which is the player core book, which is the rules and magic, and a full set of dice. Full set of dice containing a 20-sided die, a 12-sided die, preferably two 10-sided dice for rolling both tens and percentiles, an 8-sided die, a 6-sided die, and a 4-sided die. You can also get a PDF of the referee rulebook for this game off of Drive-Thru Games. Last time I checked, it was free there. And it has a lot more rules for the game, and I'll get into that in a bit. But to make a character in this game, it's pretty simple. It uses the basic rules from Dungeons & Dragons. So you have your 8 attributes, which consist of charisma, constitution, dexterity, intelligence, strength, and wisdom. And to determine those, you roll 3 6-sided dice and add them together. Your first roll will go in your constitution, your charisma, and then your constitution, then your dexterity, and you go on down the line until you have all of them with a number. At that point, if you don't like the numbers at all, you can re-roll the entire thing. Or you can switch one of the attributes you've rolled out with another. And there's your attributes. Now this might generate you some low rolls, but part of the fun of this game is having inept characters at points, which can be fun. After you have your attributes, you'll want to pick a class. And the classes in this, you have your classic classes from basic Dungeons & Dragons. You have the cleric, the fighter, the magic user, and instead of a thief, you have a specialist. And the races, all those classes are considered to be human. Now you can play a dwarf, an elf, and a halfling. Each of those is their own class by themselves. The rules in this book allow you to raise those characters up to level 20, and each one has their own little specialty that they bring to the game. Fighters get a bonus to their 2-hit scores in combat. Magic users, of course, cast magic. Clerics can heal and stuff. And there's other little bonuses for everything. After that, you pick an alignment. And the alignments in this game are pretty simple. There's lawful, chaotic, and neutral. and those are your alignments. 3 alignments. Your starting money in this game is 3d6 times 10 silver pieces. Silver pieces are the standard in this game instead of gold pieces. If you're going to start with all the characters at a higher level, what you would do is you'd roll your 3d6 times 10, times it by whatever level you're starting on, and then add that to 180 gold. And that's your starting gold for a higher level character. This game uses the old saving throw system. So you have paralyze, poison, breath weapon, device, and magic as your saves. And as you get higher levels, your saving throws improve. This book has got a section on equipment, so you can buy stuff with the gold you rolled. It's even on the inside cover got a list of all the equipment that you can buy. And inside the back cover, it's got more charts for you to look at for combat and stuff. But this book has rules on combat, travel. It's got a chapter on naval combat, and it's pretty good. It's got a chapter on magic, listing all the magic spells that you can get, both clerical and magic user. And it wraps this book up with an optional rules chapter, which has firearms, such as muskets and stuff. This game kind of has a reputation for the characters having a very short life expectancy, but it's all part of the fun. It's really cool. The books are all well done, and the adventures just add so much. The referee guide, if you get it, it can help you create monsters for your game. One of the neat parts about this game is it has no stock monsters. Every monster is tailor-made to the scenarios that you'll run into. And nobody will know what they're dealing with until they're dealing with it. Same thing with magic items. There are no just magic items laying around. Every magic item was built with a purpose in mind. And that's pretty cool. But like I said, the referee guide, if you're interested in it, I found it on Drive-Thru RPG for free. I think this book is free right now too. Not sponsored, but just trying to help you out if you're interested in looking this game up. You can at least look at the PDF and decide whether you like it or not. And that's pretty much all I got to say about it right now. Which brings me to 3 questions. Would I play a character in this game? Absolutely. I got my start in role-playing, playing basic Dungeons & Dragons. This is basically that game. The only difference is they modernized a few of the rules. The classes now have more to them a little bit. And instead of a descending armor class, you have an ascending armor class. And a few other changes and tweaks here and there. It's come a long way from the original take on the game, but it's very nice. Would I run this game? Yes, I would. Yes, I have. It is basic Dungeons and Dragons for me, and it takes it to a whole new darker area. If you want a dark game, a gritty game, and rules that are easy to understand, this would be your game. Would I recommend this game? Absolutely. This is a really good take on the old school basic Dungeons and Dragons. And there are a lot of books out for this game right now, which have all kinds of weird, strange adventures you can go on. I would recommend this game for starting players, even though the characters might tend to have a low life expectancy. These are very easy rules to get somebody started on the basics for the game. And it's just a lot of fun. So thank you for joining me at this look at the Lamentations of the Flame Princess Weird Fantasy Roleplay. And hopefully you'll join me next time where we'll talk about something else. Bye.